Good morning. Today we are checking out Victoria Falls. It is 8 a.m. in the morning, and I think I am one of the first people here. I've been suggested to come in the morning just to skip the crowds, even though it is the off season. It was a huge thunderstorm last night. Massive banging of thunder and a lot of rain came down. And that was the first time I've experienced proper rain in quite a while. Botswana was so dry. It was the hottest time during the year in October, and it was so dry I found myself drinking liters and liters of water a day. Usually when it's too hot, my brain stops working, I stop functioning. So it was really nice that that was available and that I got to actually experience rain last night. We're just coming up now to the first viewpoint. It looks pretty epic. Let's suss this out. We don't have much of a blue sky today, which is completely fine. Sometimes the weather doesn't always work in your favor. Wow, so that was a really special moment walking through Victoria Falls. Even though the visibility was not the best today, you can definitely see how stunning it would be given the right time of the year, where it's super lush and green with blue skies. You can even take a helicopter ride for a pretty reasonable price, like 200 Australian dollars across the top, and see all of that. And given that the weather would have been better, I probably would have done that myself. But I'm completely satisfied with what I saw today. It was a truly epic chasm of water, and I think I got some really beautiful footage there. So guys, I've been in Victoria Falls for 3 days now, and I finally decided what my next movements are going to be. I had two routes to decide from, going from Zimbabwe through Mozambique to Malawi, or just through Zambia across the top to Malawi. And I've decided that I'm going to cross over into Zambia today, and I'm going to go to Livingstone for a couple of days, then to Lusaka, and it's a clear route to Malawi. And the reason being is I know the roads are better there than Zimbabwe, so it's going to take me less time. Zambia is also a little bit cheaper than Zimbabwe, and yeah, I'm running out of cash, to be honest. Like, I've spent so much money fixing this bike, a lot more than I had expected. So I'm going to have to budget a little bit better. And that means that, yeah, Zimbabwe has a lot of amazing safaris, but I can't exactly afford to do them all at the moment. I also need to take note that I need to buy my return ticket home. I also want to send my motorbike back to Australia, so I would prefer to get a little bit further to the destination, which is going to be Kenya, because Mombasa is a pretty good port city, and I'm sure that it'll be the easiest for me to send my bike from there. So I want to get a little bit closer to there, especially because I think this trip's going to be going for maybe 2 more months, just given what my funds are looking like. And I want to be able to make all of that happen and not be stressed financially. So that's the plan at the moment. I decided to do the whitewater rafting in Zambia because It's some of the best in the world, and if there's one thing I'm going to do while I'm in this country, this is going to be it. So I think we're going to hit 16 rapids today. It's going to be pretty wild, and I've heard some really, really great things.
Love you, Mom.
You. We've got California, Japan, and England. Woo! Australia. Zambia, brother.
You consider it shoes?
Flip-flops.
Little did they tell us, after crossing or doing a whole day along all this white water rafting, we had to climb a 630 something stair pathway all the way at the top, and I'm very, very exhausted. But wow, that was probably the most fun I've had in a long time. The aftermath. Everyone's on their last leg. I am currently on my way to Lusaka. I'm about 2.5 hours out, and while it's been a pretty long ride, it was Halloween last night. I'm pretty damn hungover, and I've just done, I think I'm doing like 5.5 hours, 6 hours drive today, but I'm almost there, I'm almost there. So I'm about 50 kilometers from Lusaka, and my new water pump I've put in has just completely stopped. I think it's an electrical fault. It must be one of the relay lines, but it's not even turning on. So my fuel pump's still doing some crazy stuff. At least there's power to it now. We'll just have to see. I'm 30 k's out. I've just got to make it to the city, and then I'll fix it there. So we're here at the mechanics again, trying to finally put this puzzle to rest. It seems like the wires are actually fine, and it might have just been a faulty pump that's just, it was working great and then just fried itself along the way. Which kind of sucks, because most of the parts that I've bought here in Africa have just not worked or broken. So I'll see if we've got a replacement here in the yard, and I'll put something in. And on the plus side, at least, I am learning a lot. And I feel like after this trip, I'll be incredibly well equipped to pretty much fix anything on this bike. Newer bikes wouldn't have a chance, not all the new electronic tech, but for this particular one, I'll be able to fix it all. So, you know, that is the plus side. Through this trip, I have gained the experience and the confidence to actually work on the bike myself and do most things. So check this out. This is a lock on the main wall of the accommodation I'm staying at, and I have been for the past 4 days. And the owner is actually charging me a lot more than we had come to agreement on. So she's locked me inside of this place so I can't leave. So let's see if we can sort it out. Well, this is the place, Royal Olympia Lodges and Safaris, that locked me in until I paid them. So wouldn't recommend unless you're down for being entrapped and feel like you're in prison. So I've sorted it all out, we've paid it, and we're moving onwards to Malawi. Cheers, legends. Just got a cup of water from this little public hole, and believe it or not, I have gotten the least sick out of most of the continents I've visited from the food and the water in Africa. Who would have thought? Hey, but no, there's so many other countries I've been to where I've been ill from the food or the water, whether it be India or Vietnam or Mexico. So that goes to tell you something, I reckon. Ah. How are you, bro? Stop.
Yes, sir.
How are you, big dog?
Boswanga. Advan Boswanga. Namagoman Boswanga. Boswanga. Good. Good, yeah. Boswanga, good. Water.
Can I go through?
Water, boss. A shift can go and buy water. That's right, Boswanga.
Water?
Yes, Boswanga.
I don't have any water, bro.
A shift can go and buy at the market, boss.
Can you let, I'm going through, bro.
Oh, you're going, son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Travel well.
Sure,
Yes,
bro.
bye.